Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Nice time for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Pariah, so thank you so much for sending it. I really appreciate it. And it's their colors. I saw someone, they posted it, someone on Tap was like, false advertising, whatever. This is only one color, yellow. So I thought that was funny. Maybe it's not as amusing until I pour it out. Hazy India Pale Ale. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents. Bob Ross. What you're holding is a touchstone in refinement of both process and construction here at Pariah. Colors IPA is loaded with and saturated by a kaleidoscope of American and New Zealand hop expression. We get wave after wave of flavors and aromas reminiscent of enriched orange juice, cantaloupe, dried mango, passion fruit, and fruit stripe gum characteristics. Gentle bitterness and a creamy mouthfeel allow colors to seemingly dance across the palate. 7% ABV. Served 38 to 45. This is definitely in that range, probably the lower end. Love the colors on that. It's a very pretty label. All right, so yeah, it's super hazy. It does have that orange yellow color. That's like turbid. That's very, very, very hazy. About half a finger of a head. I thought I poured it relatively aggressive. It's like white with some yellow mixed in, small, teeny tiny bubbles. Definitely looks like that hazy IPA, double IPA family. Let's get into the aroma. I get a lot of orange, mango, and passion fruit. And I get that yeasty thing too. I was saying this in the other review that I did of theirs that was King Haze. I think it's because I get it in Heady Topper. I've gotten it in other beers. And some people are like, I think it's the yeast you're getting. It's almost like a little nuttiness. I don't know what yeast they're using. I don't remember what yeast Alchemist uses either. But I get that little thing as well. If I remember correctly, because that was I'm probably going to release these on the same day, but I did that review a couple days ago. I think when I drank it, it was like the same thing as the aroma, but like came across differently, which was like a weird thing to experience. But anyway, I get that again. So I'm thinking if it is the yeast, they're both using the same yeast. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's one of the hops. I don't know. Slight pineapple. Yeah. There's one other thing there though. Berry, maybe strawberry. I don't know. There's one other like little thing. But let's get to the taste. Cheers. Definitely orangey. I get that mango. A little bit of that passion. So it kind of follows the nose that way. Excuse me. Nice mouthfeel. There's that fruitiness of... okay. I actually forgot they said this. That... What was it? Bubble stripe? Or what was it? Fruit stripe gum. Yeah, duh. I didn't get that on the aroma or like the first sip. Whatever number sip that was, about 3/4 of the way through into the... Or maybe even, really close to the finish. It just like hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, oh, you get that. I get like a bubblegummy thing from sometimes like Treehouse beers. It's a little like reminiscent, like that fruity gummy thing. But anyway, and that's kind of interesting too with what I was about to say. You get that fruitiness up front. Excuse me. Then you get the bitterness, little astringency, which I'll get to more in a second, and then which helps like balance the beer. And then you kind of lead not super dry, but a little drier into the finish. So then you do have like that little bit of your mouth's a little dry, so you're like, oh, I want another sip, kind of a thing. And I didn't think about this the other day. I'm wondering, it doesn't have a green vegetal thing, but sometimes when beer, like hazy IPAs are like super fresh. They can have that green vegetal thing. If you stripped away some of that greenness of it, any sort of hop burn of it, there's still other elements that are encompassed there. That might be that other element I was smelling and tasting. So maybe it's not a yeast thing. I don't know. Like I wish I could pinpoint it so I knew what it was. So maybe this is better off camera as I'm drinking it and thinking. But I kind of want to do it on camera because anyone does get a little nuttiness in beers like this. It would just help me maybe figure it out. So that's why I'm going to continue maybe mentioning it on reviews until I can kind of better figure it out. But now I'm wondering if it's that thing. That's interesting. I don't think this beer is overly fresh. Actually, yeah, it's only a little over a week old. So maybe that is. Okay, whatever. Anyway, that is enough of that in the review. What is... Oh, lime. All right, no, lemon. A little bit of lemon. So adding complexities to some of the citrus that is there. That passion fruit I got in the aroma, because I associate it so much with tartness, sometimes I have a hard time in IPAs getting that. This one, I do get that thing without the tartness, obviously. So that's cool. It's like another layer. I do like this beer. Not that these are comparisons, and I on purpose did them a couple of days apart anyway. I do like this one more than the King Hayes one. That one I liked. This one I really like. Like, not that I rate beers or whatever, but, you know, if someone's like, hey, what do you think of that? I said, I liked it, right? I like it. This one, I would say, I really like it, which to me is more, right? So, yeah, I really like this beer, actually. Yeah, let me do one more sip. And then that pineapple that I got in the aroma, not so much on the taste. I'm noticing, too, that it's a little less dry. So let me roll that back a little bit what I was saying before. Like, even into the finish, there's like which I guess makes sense given my drinking experience and what I've been trying to convey, right? You have that sweetness up front with the fruitiness, then you do get some of that bitterness, a little bit of that stringency, but then like the gum thing happens. You get another uptick of sweetness, which does carry out through the finish, but definitely as I'm talking, it is a dry, kind of grapefruity, maybe a little bit, actually lemon, not a little bit, lemony, pith, zest thing, which is both kind of refreshing, but also thirst-inducing. Yeah, anyway, I really like this beer. Thanks again, Pariah, for sending it. I really appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram and on Tapped. No Hype beer reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.